Hello, welcome to National Focus. I'm Kimani St. In the headlines, Prime Minister Skerrit responds to infrastructural needs of Roseau South. Health Minister reports satisfactory progress in the health sector. And the Ministry of Education promotes continuous professional development. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
When you think about it, food is life. That's why people come to Dominica. They don't only come for the waterfall or the scenery or the views, but it's the flavor. Sometimes it is just what they can taste. The flavors that we have here, you can't find anywhere in the world. They are truly unique. I've been in business 17 years, and I see so many guests come and go. My business is to put a smile on their face and something good in their belly. Everything we serve here is local. It comes from all over Dominica. So we get fresh lettuce, or vegetable, or fish from Saint-Sauveur, all our product from the farm. Sometimes go on the farm and have them pick. The uniqueness of the experience is in how authentic it is. I heard the taxi driver promoting my plantain chips. I said, that's the best plantain chips I ever have. I don't have to go and put it on TV. Money is not everything, but leaving customer with a smile, friendly service, and they will come back. This is the real Dominica. I'm just proud to be a part of it. My name is Maurice Smith. They call me Rudy. Tourism is my business.
Thanks for staying with us. The Honorable Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, has committed to rehabilitating 3 roads in the Roseau South Constituency. He gave that assurance at the 11th inaugural meeting of the Loubier-Madrel-Fort-Bawon Village Council last Friday. Prime Minister Skerrit stated that immediately after the budget has been passed, the funds will be provided.
The first phase of the Wallhouse Main Road, that is the road from the New Chronicle Paramount Printers going up towards Wallhouse. I can say to you that I have the estimates for every single road in the Roseau South constituency which requires repairs. Every single road. We're making a commitment for 5th Avenue of Madrel to be reconstructed. And the bypass at Castle Comfort, which I've had the occasion to visit on a number of occasions. It is really bad, and there are residents there, and it is an important bypass in the event of challenges we have on the other side. So we're making the commitments to these 3 roads.
He advised the council with reference to street lighting.
I would suggest and advise the council that in respect to the additional street lights which you require, you should write to the Minister for Public Works and indicate the number of street lights and the specific locations, and then we will start the administrative processes to get you to get the street lights to you.
The Dominica leader reiterated that he is committed to engaging the communities in the Roseau South constituency. 4 health districts will receive new health facilities in the new financial year. This includes the commencement of construction of a new hospital in the Marigot Health District. The Honorable Minister for Health, Dr. Kenneth Daru, shared this at a town hall meeting in Newtown on Monday.
In addition, of course, to the new hospital, we also have a number of new health facilities carried in this financial year to be built at Newtown, and we'll speak to Newtown a bit later. Coliho, Viecas, Bellevue, Chopin, 4 new health facilities to be constructed in this new financial year. And the much talked about also and somewhat controversial new Marigot Hospital, which is also set to be built, or at this construction started in this financial year. And again, we want to thank the Mexican government for their kind donation of $5 million US, 13 million EC dollars towards the construction of this hospital. And I want to announce that plans are in advanced stage and we should see work started in this financial year.
The Honorable Minister also expressed confidence that the first phase of the new National Hospital will be finished by October this year, and is confident that the complete facility will be handed over in the 30 months stipulated in the contractual agreement.
We're hoping that come October of this year, that with the first phase of the hospital will be completed, and we'll have a brand new accident and emergency department, what we refer to as a casualty, and also a brand new radiology and lab etc. section. So come October, we are going to turn the key and commission the first phase of this hospital. And we have no doubt, especially the fact that the Chinese construction firm is the one engaged, that come at the end of the 30 months, as stipulated by the contract, that we will have a brand new hospital, complete and ready for use.
Another successful program ongoing in the Health Ministry is the Venezuelan facilitated project, Misión Milagro. Misión Milagro is a social eye care international program from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
The Misión Milagro, where we had the first phase, where our patients were flown to Cuba. Right now, the Venezuelans are in Dominica, and to date, over 300 surgical interventions have been done, treating people for cataracts and what they call pterygium, the growth flex. And yeah, thank you for your exuberance, my lady. Over 300, and these are people that their eyesight, they had lost their sight, or they were in the process of losing their eyesight. And we have a number of testimonies as to the people where the eyesight would have been partially, and in some cases, fully regained. And we want to thank the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. And this is important.
Honorable Daru is also reporting success in the I Can See Clearly program, through which all students of primary and secondary schools on the island are screened to detect visual issues. Students needing medical intervention or eyeglasses are fully supported by the government of Dominica. The Republic of Cuba is assisting Dominica with this program. In more news, Chief Cultural Officer Raymond Lawrence says the Division of Culture chose the theme Building a Culture of Peace for 2017 Emancipation Celebration to cultivate more peace in Dominica. Lawrence was addressing a media launch for Emancipation Celebration 2017 at the Old Mill Cultural Center on Wednesday.
Those who find themselves being the cause of violence on the Nature Island should really try to put a stop to it and find more meaningful and gainful ways to spend their time rather than fighting and always being involved in trouble. And just because there's fighting and killing in other countries, it doesn't mean we have to have it here.
He called on Dominicans to end all forms of violence.
The Cultural Division is calling for an end to all violence in Dominica. We don't want to hear about any more murders in this country. One murder is too many. So we're calling on all group and individual fighting to stop. We need to respect each other and try to do good for others, rather than thinking about carrying out violence against any person, because really violence does not build, it only destroys. It does not lead to anything good, but only leads to more trouble, strife, chaos, and heartache for victims and families. So let us all say no to violence.
This year's celebration will run from July 28th to August 5th. Activities planned for the week includes a Sing Dominica concert, a Belle Night in Paybush, and the Golden Drum Awards, among others. The Chief Cultural Officer encouraged all to participate in this year's Emancipation Celebration.
I wish to encourage Dominicans and visitors to participate fully in the Emancipation Celebration by attending the various events. Remember, it's all of us together building our culture in Dominica and keeping it alive. There's something in the celebration for everyone. We salute again all those being awarded this year, and we encourage greater participation by all in the cultural development of Dominica.
Still in more news, the Ministry of Education's annual series of training workshops have been intensified this year with upgraded approaches to various fields. The workshops are being conducted in collaboration with the Dominica Association of Teachers and Canadian Teachers Federation. Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine, speaking at the opening ceremony for the workshops, introduced the IT for Dominica Summer Institute courses, which will run from July 10 to 21 at the Dominica Grammar School, Newtown Primary and Roseau Primary Schools.
About 100 teachers will follow courses in fundamentals of computers in the classroom, sharing practical technology ideas for you and your students, using Google Classroom to connect learners, building a professional learning network and online education and blended classrooms.
A week-long training in AutoCAD, a software tool to be used by technical drawing teachers at the secondary school level, will run from July 10 to 14 at the Dominica Grammar School.
In 2002, CXC incorporated a number of separate syllabuses into one industrial technology program syllabus, comprising syllabuses in electrical and electronic technology, mechanical engineering technology, and building technology with options in wood and construction. Technological drawing is a companion to that program, and since 2002, students had the option of using computer-aided drafting, referred to as AutoCAD. Today, with the introduction of online testing, it is no longer going to be an option, and therefore our teachers must be trained in the use of the software to be able to pass on the knowledge to our students.
On Thursday, July 13, 60 primary school principals will be engaged in a one-day workshop on physical education curriculum for primary schools.
The principals will be trained not as teachers to execute the program, but in the management of the program within their schools. The content and methodologies within the curriculum have all been tested by the sports officers over the past few years as they work with our schools and starts at grade K all the way to grade 6. We thank UNICEF in their support of the development of the curriculum.
Literacy coordinators will also receive a week-long training under the Early Learners Program.
All of whom have been trained as trainers at a regional level under the project to deliver the program. Note that these facilitators have been engaged in classroom observations and support to teachers during the months of January to June this year, and they will bring to bear on these workshops the lessons learned from that activity.
The week of July 17 to 19, 25 teachers will participate in a workshop being facilitated by the Technical Vocational Education and Training National Training Agency of Grenada. The training will cover TVET subjects and trainees will receive certification as assessors. Meanwhile, from July 17 to 29, the Dominica Association of Teachers and the Canadian Teachers Federation will conduct workshops for over 100 teachers from the Southern District. The workshops will focus on curriculum implementation, teaching English literature, inclusive classrooms, activity-based numeracy, and visual performing arts. These workshops will take place at the Newtown Primary School. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. You know, in everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light. You know, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that the same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. You know, it's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development officials have emphasized the importance of professional development in the field of education. This was highlighted during the opening ceremony of a 3-week series of teacher professional development workshops conducted by the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development in collaboration with the Dominica Association of Teachers and the Canadian Teachers Federation.
The emphasis has been on new teachers entering the system. However, it is important to keep training and retooling our experienced teachers who have been in the classroom for many years. In fact, in a number of cases here, for decades. Professional development, to my mind, keeps teachers up to date on new research on how children learn, on emerging technological tools for the classroom, new curriculum resources, and the list goes on and on.
Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine voiced her expectation that those at the workshop would share the knowledge gained with their colleagues.
We take teacher professional development seriously, and this year a special effort was made to bring it all together during the July workshops to safeguard instructional time for the students. The persons being trained will be expected to share the information at school level, and we will organize for that during the new school year.
Assistant Chief Education Officer Dr. Jeffrey Blaise also encouraged the teachers to make the best of the training opportunity.
We need to keep ourselves abreast with developments in our field so that we are able to do an excellent job in disseminating information to our students. We consistently advocate teachers upgrading their knowledge and skills, and we do so in several ways, both in terms of our continuous initiatives during the course of the year, but as well we encourage teachers to pursue programs of professional growth and development at bachelor's, master's, and even PhD level.
And finally, this news time, newly sworn-in chairperson of the Loubier-Majrel Fond-Bawon Village Council, Kathleen John Baptiste, has revealed several plans for road rehabilitation in her jurisdiction. The new council was sworn in on Monday at the Loubier Resource Center.
Completion of the playing field to include lighting, which is supposed to be done soon, a basketball court, washroom facility, a bar, and a pavilion. Removal of all the tin covering on the drains on the main road and replace it with concrete covering, which will allow us to lift it up and clean it and clear it. More lighting in the entire jurisdiction.
She highlighted several roads which would require upgrading, including the streets south and west of Leopold Drive, Leslie Street, Asian View Road, and the roads leading to Girondel and Roseau. Painting of bridges and other beautification works are a priority, as well as additional street bumps to ensure the safety of children and elderly in the community. She appealed to the community to pay their house rates to see all these projects completed.
We have to pay our house rates regularly. I have some forms there if anyone wants any. It is still $1 a room, which is very, very cheap. But I am sure when our drains are done, our roads are done, our lights are done, it will not be $1 a room anymore. So please pay no. The house rate the council collects is matched by the government. With this money, we clean and clear our drains, we cut our grass, especially the playing field, which will be lighted very soon, and other areas in the community too.
Coming up next, your hurricane season tip of the day. As we continue to be vigilant during the hurricane season, here are some safety tips to prepare for rising water and what to do once a flood has begun. Construct barriers to stop flood water from entering your home. Seal walls in the basements with waterproofing compounds to avoid seepage. If a flood is likely in your area, listen to the radio or television for information. Know the difference between a flood watch and a flood warning. A watch means flooding is possible. A warning means flooding is occurring or will occur soon. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website, news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Kimani St. Thank you for watching.